Oh, I just had a slip of the mouse. Oh no. Oh, my teacher is mischief. Okay, let me do it again. Oh my God. Oh, he's horrible. Okay. Oh, here comes Black Panther. I want to talk about something very important. I'm going to do it again because it's a sign. Black Panther. Oh, I guess Black Panther want to come up because he's mischief. I know, he's Wakanda forever. He coming up. See, I'm in my room right now. I was doing the closet. I'm getting ready. And just to tell you guys, because I'm a little behind on the rent because I had to purify and I had to do a lot of stuff, a lot of healing, and a couple of stints in the hospital. It ain't easy to purify, especially if you're a light worker and shit going down. Okay, he done. What kind of forever? Okay, so you think I'm kidding? You better watch. But anyway, I was just in the middle of showing some. We'll have to do it again because my teacher went sketch. Okay, so just give me a minute. All right. Oh man, he's sketch. Okay, it's okay. All right. What I want to talk about, let's start over again. I want to talk about the power of words. It's really important because if you watch my video, Images of God, okay, I talk about the powers of words. What you say, and one of the things I do the Zen story about banging the nails in the fence, and then you pull them out. You could say you're sorry, but the fence is still damaged. A post. A post on a fence. Oh, how about a post on the internet? Trying to teach a lesson. I'm a spiritual teacher, and you're gonna get one. So anyway, but even in my own tribe, I found my friend Vicky way back, even a little before 9/11. Okay, and but she was a good friend. She passed, last year. I did do the Facebook, the Lambert House, because her last name was Lambert, to honor her. But also, it is in Seattle, Washington. It is a little house for LGBTQIA kids, so they can have a little sanctuary, get some help. Those that are going through a hard time, they may be having a hard time at home or whatever, and a little safe spot. And right now, Seattle, they're kind of they got some laws, things like parents are saying like they're trying to do it without parental permission, that they could go to a shelter, and parents are trying to fight it because they don't like hormone blockers and things. They don't want them having that knowledge. I will go ahead and say I would like to know a little bit about hormone blockers, just as a general person understanding biology. But I do believe the kids need a safe space because at home, their parents may be the enemy. Their parents may be the ones that takes them over the edge. They may be being abused and all kinds of stuff. And sorry, parents, and I wish people would understand, they need a safe space where they're going to get some love. And that's why at Lambert House, we went over goal 220, not 200. Okay, and that was another sign. Beep. Yeah, we raised 220. Okay, so it was awesome. But I want to talk about the power of words also, with that too, because they suffer a lot online. And oh, yeah, even Ashley, who I broke off the app, I had to fight to get her off. And she's got her own kind of thing, saw a lot of that. There's Dylan on there. Oh, God, I know, and I know some try to stand strong because they're trying to bring awareness, but I wish they'd all get off the app. Enough is enough. I know the power of negative and black magic, when you plant those seeds. Oh God, it's still, there's got to be times they get offline. I'm trying to be positive and give awareness and change the world, but fuck, I'm down. I understand. And that's why I'm like, get off, guys, go to another platform. But it is what it is. You're better off YouTube. They got shorts. Come here. Okay. There's more community guidelines. Okay. So anyway, but even Vicky, in 2009, when I would start, well, even 2008, I didn't know I was bipolar. I had 106 temperature, but it started to really affect, overwork, working 70 hours a week, trying to raise kids, survive, not getting child support. A lot of things were pushing, and I'm trying to struggle with my spirituality. It's the one thing trying to keep me sane. But, I had the psychosis moment. It was a bad one. Okay. And it's not even the internet caused it. Maybe aggravated, but it was going to go down, especially with exhaustion and pushing. And it was a lot. But I also did get spiritually downloaded hard. Hence, my art shows that I've uploaded on Facebook. It's all there. I even showed some of it in Community, the red dress. Okay. I drew that in 2009 and 2010. The Red Dress Project was created. you know, the Native American women being murdered and disappearing, and it's real bad now. It's 2023. Enough is enough. That's another reason spirit is done. It's judgment. Okay, that's another one. And being, you know, shaman, I don't claim to be a total expert on all ceremony, but I know enough, you know, ayahuasca and things. I don't do that because I don't do drugs. I am drugs. I have to be careful with my mind. So I don't do mushrooms and things. You know, Sal Dali, I don't do drugs. I am drugs. My mind can already, you know, go into a separate reality if I want. Okay, I know how. Okay, when I'm focused, I can do some cool things. I don't need them. Okay, but anyway, you know, during that time, she worked in mental health, so she did her time, you could say, but I still said some things that were bad to her. Okay, I started seeing things, I started getting very confused, and I said some shit. Okay, and so later, you know, when you could say I came back, you know, I went in the hospital, I got medicated, I discovered something about myself and things, and it happens, mental health, you know, so I'm very passionate about it. I also see that some mental health things don't have to happen, especially to kids. They don't have to. Okay, I was probably destined because of that temperature. Okay, you know, like if I get a UTI, it can give it to me, so I got to take a med, you know. So my situation, you know, it's just the way it is. It's chemistry, okay? But I know things can aggravate and worsen. Just like TikTok, kids trying to diagnose can actually plant a seed and become a thing where they become, you know, what they believe. Okay? That's why I don't like it. And I know that's part of the intent of the app, and there's a lot of shit. A lot. Okay? So anyway, but you know, there were some things I said. Nails on the fence. I can't take it back. Okay, so our relationship, though I'm in my tribe, we've got our little internet space, but we dream together. You know, we do. I would give her space because I understood, even though I said I'm sorry, even though she knew, you know, I had an issue. Still, there's still that it still hurts. You know, and she, you know, it's not going to be the same. You know, I'm still your friend and everything, but it's not the same. The closeness is not there. Like it was before. So out of respect, give her space. You know, we still message here or there, things like that. But I gave her space. Okay, because that's my fault. Even if I was out of my mind, it's still my words, my fault. Okay, let me give respect. Let me just, you know, I have to accept it's true. And that's not easy. And hey, we've all said something, but that was a big one for me. So see, when I'm trying to teach you guys that lesson, I know the lesson. That's somebody that was, you know, she was the right hand of the teach, but she was, you know, she was the beginning. She was the one who helped me find that white tiger. And oh God, I said some shit that was really bad. I may have been a little out of myself, but I still said it. Okay, so I'd love to teach you guys. Boop, don't do it. Okay, so anyway, but, you know, she's still, you know, there's our connection. She gave me this. Now, look real close. It's a swan looking at the reflection. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? There it is. Oh, someday. This was her mother. She gave this to me after her mother passed. So there's honor there. And, I'll call him back in a minute. So anyway, you know, but who I am inside. Oh God, reflection. It's like, how did she know? There's a real swan. It's a pin. This was her mother's. Oh, let me, you know, get the face in. Now, why a swan? Well, this is SARASWATI also, who is a teacher, you know, she is a teacher. She represents knowledge in India. You know, this is the consort of Brahma. Oh, yeah, and she also is represented with a swan. She doesn't have one in this image, but yes, you know, when I teach, and even the teacher said, you're Saraswati, you know, one time, you know, I want you to get to know that one, be the embodiment of that one. And, you know, I was very Kali-oriented, you know, but yeah, you know, they're, what I do, you know, with the kids, you know, that's who I try to be, you know, treat or be the embodiment of that, you know, give some good knowledge, but a lot of things, you know, but I just kind of let spirit take over, but guide them through the process. That's my method. But what I was showing, the video cut off, but the power of, you know, the reflection, art, images, you know, I know. But when I went to a psychic fair, I think I showed you guys this. I found this. This looks like my teacher. I'm about to show you in a minute. As a matter of fact, well, his shirt is white in that one, but it's kind of blue. because I wanted to Ram Dass him. When I saw it, I went, I got to have that. How much? Oh, $250. Oh, Jesus. What's his name? There was a reason I had to have this. This is going to be my Ram Dass. And he has a name, Lee Benjamin. I talked to the artist. He was an uncle. He'd just be sitting there thinking. And he really liked kids. There was a reason because some images, there's something powerful with a painting, just like even that Swan Mulan. It's a, illusion, when you look at your reflection, yes, you don't want to get hooked on the reflection. Who are you inside? And especially when we paint, that comes from something inside. But I was like, yeah, this is where it got all weird because I know he's powerful. It cut off when I was showing him. But he just uploaded his music. It's on Bandcamp. It's called Miles and Miles of Wind. His name is Michael Bayer. And he going to take down the man, too. Look at how that he is. And he done. I just found his Bandcamp a few days ago. Done. He's sketch. He knows what he was sending to YouTube. Poor Della and Vicky, they're in spirit. But that's sketch. He's done. He knows. But do you see how it looks like that painting? Sketch. I was going to go a psychic fair. I got the Raven back there. I got it all. I got a lot of friends. But he knows what he was sending. He's Art Award too. He's Shiva. But you see those eyes? I'm sketch. But yeah, he uploaded. You could get his music, Miles and Miles of Wind. I did download it. I normally like CDs, and I told him, I said, I have a whole bunch of his CDs he sent over time. I even made him a little video. Look, I found your stuff. I went in, this big box. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'll be listening. Don't worry. We're going to take down the man. We're done. He's wicked. Okay, let me send that. But he'll be all quiet. You need a job. Come on, stop. And I'll be like, just give me a minute. But anyway, even saying that, I have never been evicted in my life. That's one thing, though I've struggled like any American paying the rent. Okay, when I was a single parent mom working 70 hours a week for 2 years straight, that's what took me over, not getting child support. But he came to the door, he fixed that, But then I was the one paying child support, never missed a payment either. Yeah, I did. That's right. Okay, yeah, I had to pay child support, when they went there to the dad. Okay, because I had to heal. I never missed a payment. Okay, so I don't want to hear no shit, man. Women pay child support too, and I never missed a payment. Done. And I also paid for those, extra dances and school clothes. You bet I did. And of course, because I'm a mother, what the fuck? I'm not going to sit there and be petty. I was struggling. I didn't have much, but I made sure my daughter was in dance and had everything she needed. It's expensive, too, when they go on dance team. It ain't cheap. Fuck yeah, she's going to dance. Get it done. I got shit. Here it come. Okay, we'll get it done. I was in dance. She is, too. She's good, too. So anyway, and she's going to teach kids. Oh, Michael Jackson's spirit wants her on the floor. Yeah, I told her. But anyway, so, but yeah, he's sketch. You see it. He's done. He's done. But what the hell was I going to say? He just made, now he's making me lose my train of thought. Oh, but anyway, I was just talking to him. I said, I prefer CDs. I'm old school. I like the 80s. Capricorn likes old stuff. That's the way we are. And we save a lot of weird things. Even back in the day, pressed flowers from Tonze that he gave me, he left, and I kept those in a book for a long freaking time. We save weird things. We can turn into hoarders. This house is not hoarded out, but shit, I get a lot of friends and, but oh, yes, I may get a little help on the rent. Tiana can't, because at first one thing fell through because it expired, but she's like, we might get some help, and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. So see, I trust spirit will get me by. See, and that's why one of the big messages to tell you guys, trust spirit. If you don't like your job, if it's sucking your soul, trust spirit and trust the Floyd. They got you. I'm still here. I'm still standing. And I was even, telling him, I know it's a little pricey. It's not really that pricey. It's doable. But I'm like, I told him, I said, I really like this place. It's my Neverland Ranch. It's all set up. I got another room. I could do some stuff with that. I want to, throw a TV up there and do yoga and all kinds of stuff. I'll make sure there's no webcam on it so nobody can watch my shit. I'm out of shape. Oh, look, I'm trying to do yoga, fucking puffing and stuff. It's none of your business. But I want to, and of course, a reading room and get it done. I'll have to spend more money, so I need a job. But anyway, But anyway, so I guess the kids are calling. But just want to say, be careful what you say. As oh, let me give it a minute. I'll call them. See, the one time I could never get a hold of them. Now they want to get a hold of me. But anyway, the big message. Of course, be careful what you say. Our friendship was never, exactly the same. But when, she was going through like a liver cancer, when she was going through that. Oh, that's what he's heading over. Hold on, my son. I know. I'm in the middle of video. See, I'm very my kids are in a good spot. That was a fight. That was a freaking fight from hell. Yes, yes. Tell him. Good. He can set up my DVD player. I know. Yeah, so every time I want to get a hold of them, nobody answers. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, no. My son's coming over. He set up that DVD player, that DVD stand. I got a lot. Oh, man, it's too much. Okay, cool. He's on his way. I can probably see my son. That's my boy. That's my Leo. I had to fight. I had to fight for him. Addiction, America, I understand. I fought hard, indirect and direct methods. I would not give up. No, fuck no. And it's a lot, juvie and stuff. It was, it's not about. And I know how it is, America. You got your kids and teenagers, they start rebelling. It's not always your fault. You're not a bad parent, but the fucking, there's shit out there just, want to mess them up, and friends, and they go through those hormones. And I know a lot of parents like, what am I doing wrong? I'm trying so hard. Why is it all, hey, I understand it happens. So I'm doing the best, love, working the 2 jobs. I'm losing my mind. I understand, but I'm going to fucking fight. Yeah, that just made me, especially him, made me even want to be a more fierce warrior, because there was an energy want to take that down. That's one of the reasons I'm fierce. Oh, yes, there's that. There's a lot of things I went through, but that's what made me fierce. My son. Especially my daughter was, good. She, I didn't have to worry about her as much, though, dance and everything, but that made me fierce. That made me Kali on the battlefield. Okay? My son. Because addiction and various things, and he was getting in trouble. And, it's like sometimes, I understand. It's hard. How do you do it? I did direct and indirect methods to save him, but he has to save himself. I give him credit. He's a 28-year-old man now. He's doing good. He's off, it is fucking hard. Okay? But that's another reason I had to become what I became. That. Oh, that turned me into everything. Okay? That white tiger, was, and his father was doing his best too, but he was naughty. Oh, God, oh, come on. I remember he's this sweet little boy and everything. He was so shy, and oh, God, he's a rebellious teenager, taking cars, and like, shit. What the fuck happened? I know, life ain't easy, America. I get it. I fought like hell. He's here. He's with me. And I know some of you may have lost. Let's fight. Get these drugs out of here. Fuck done. There were prescription ones too. Oh shit. Michael Jackson knows about that and everything. I know it, even Prince, and that fentanyl problem has got to go. Oh fuck done. We got it. We ain't giving up that fight. No, I got him. He's good. But that's one of the reasons I am so ferocious. Now the core. Where I can, I can get that kid off the app. I saved my son. Okay. So let's go save all the kids. Fuck it. Let's get it done. I saved that. Let's keep going. Okay. I'm done. Oh, I see. Oh, brain damage and all that. Oh, fuck. Done. I'm a spiritual teacher now. I was a student. Now I'm a teacher. But I still go sit sometimes a little bit. I went to him for guidance. You need a job, Ellen. And I'm like, fuck, I know. I'm taking on the man. But don't worry, I'm Capricorn. I'm resourceful. But it looks like I may get a lucky break there. Okay. So anyway, but let me come back to the lesson. I guess Spirit's okay with it. Let me just look and make sure. I just want to. But let me come back because I know I'm kind of all over the place. She's, to teach, what he kind of said, because he was, of course, very close to him. She was always connected to him. They had a very special bond, not romantic at all. He already has someone, but just a special spiritual bond. And, he kind of came to me one day and he said, it's coming, she's going to leave the earth pretty much. And, and I go, okay. I gave her space a lot, but it was like, oh God, I hate to speak to someone like they're about to go, but it needs to be said. And I said, I want you to know that if it wasn't for meeting you, I would not know where I would be today. I still remember when you mentioned Castaneda to me. I was so intrigued, which then led me to so many things and opened a door. You even helped me find my spirit totems as well. And of course, we found that rat bag Michael and had adventures. Someone was a godsend for me. I didn't always respect it. I admitted it. But I was a mess. I hope you understand. But once diagnosed, I had a better understanding why I was so messy, and I worked hard to get in alignment. That's true. I don't know where I would be today. I look up to you. You are so bright a light, intelligent, gifted. You brought this amazing light to Soma that it's so needed. It would not have been what it was without you. I know Michael got much credit for things. He's the knowledge, but it would not have been as great as it was without your spirit. You brought the healing it needed, and that energy I'll forever be grateful for. I wasn't always good. I hope you can forgive me for my antics. I was immature and lost. Yeah, I was, but I always loved you and appreciated you. You will always be so dear to me in my heart. I stepped back really in shame how I treated you. So that's why I kept things from afar for so long. I love you, Vicky, to the moon and back. You are a good person. You made a huge difference in more lives than you realize, including mine. I love you. And then, she did say, and I'm going to let her speak it because she's talking to America, really. She knows she's going to send this white tiger. I love you, Ellen, and don't worry, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Now, I know she maybe been talking about when she leave the earth, but she was talking about this. Get done, America, with your bullshit. That's what she's saying. Yeah. America ain't going down in flames. It coming. That's right. That's what I said. And that was from the heart. And I'm glad I said it. Because sometimes, you got to have those last words, unfortunately. I knew he was right. That's what I said. And I must share it to America. Yeah. And it's okay. And she did say, I love you too. It ain't, so we're okay. And she knows on the other side, yeah, watch me fight. Watch me take that knowledge, everything I learned from her and him and all kinds. Because he's sketch. You saw him. Got his painting at the damn thing. I know it says Lee Benjamin, but that's him going, at the psychic fair. You saw him. We're gonna take down the man. That's it, Black Panther. We got it. Okay. Because I joked with him. I said, Michael Jackson said, we need a wizard. He got to have a wizard. He's got to have this kind of story. He wants this kind of, it's his game, and he wants that lesson. He wants it, oh, Wonder Woman, perfect. Yeah, we get that lesson. Who is that girl I see? Oh, it's me. He wants that lesson. And he wants you guys to learn a big lesson. Be careful what you say. And it's okay. I know she's been with me, guide me. There's been a lot of, if you watch my Mickey Mouse one, she was there with Della. Trust me. They're like, we're going to send that. We're done. Okay, ladies, I'm up. It's ladies first. It's fucking ladies first. We're done. Okay, so anyway, you see he's sketched now. You know his face now. You know he's done. Michael Jackson's like, that's the wizard. He done. Not the Wizard of Oz though. He's mischief, and he's on Bandcamp. And where is it again? What is the name? Yeah, Miles and Miles of Wind. Oh yeah, I walked 1,000 miles to take down America. He's done. All right. Anyway, no, because we're going to restore democracy and love and all that, and you're going to connect with the spirit. It's going to be better. I promise you, it's going to be better. Just give it a minute. Be careful what you say though, and we're going to save the world. That's it. Done. America, the world. Yeah, let's just get it done. And like I said, I'm not the only superhero. There's a lot. There's a Superman. There's an Iron Man. There's some Aquaman around there somewhere. Amber Heard ain't in the story. You know that. She done. And no, we don't do that. No. Aquaman take down the Amber Heard, whatever. And it's all mischief. He done.